welcome to my process speech where I'm going to demonstrate how to build a fresh cut centerpiece flower arrangement using flowers either from the store or from your own garden. So first we need our supplies. We need our clean container, our water, we need our flowers as I have them laid out, we need gloves and scissors. So first we're going to put gloves on. Next we're going to put water in our container. Now, the amount of flowers you need is going to be depending on how big your container opening is. Of course, the more flowers you have, the wider the container needs to be. But if it's a small, narrow container, it takes less flowers, and the flowers will actually support each other when they fill up the mouth of the container. So our first one we're going to pick out is going to be our centerpiece one. We're going to use this large big bloom. We're going to cut it at an angle, and we're going to stick it in our jar. The reason we cut it at an angle is so that it will absorb water properly, because if you leave it with a flat, blunt cut, it will sit on the bottom of the jar and not absorb the water properly to hydrate your flower. So our second flower is going to go to the left, and our third one, we're just going to cut at that angle again, and it's going to go to our right. Our smaller blooms we're going to use as filler. And these I've previously cut, so all we need to do is tuck them in. They're going to go in the back behind your focal points. We're going to use one in front of our center focal point. And our next one. And if it pops out, you just pop it right back in. And keep working to fill up the back of your container. We're going to add more greenery, and when you go through your yard, these are leftover iris stock. When they get done blooming, you actually have to go back in behind and trim them. You can use them for greenery in the back of your flower arrangements. And we're just tucking them in. Now, if you're unhappy with your flower arrangement when you get done, no right or wrong way to do it, but if you think you just can do it better, start over. Pull them all out. You don't have to recut them if all of them are already cut at that angle. If you feel you need one shorter, you can cut it shorter, but if you need it taller, the only way you can make it work properly in your vase is to actually get a shorter vase. Because once you cut away too much, that's your only alternative, is to use a shorter vase or to not use that flower at all. We're going to stick one more right here. And if you have a bow, you can also use a bow, and we'll tuck that in front. Now, I've already previously trimmed all my excess leaves. So, just keep an eye on it and fill it up with water as needed. This should last for weeks and weeks. If you purchase your flowers at a store, they do come with the food packet. You can use them, and I'm sure it helps prevent the flowers from dying out too soon, but because these are fresh out of your yard, they do last longer. I'm Barbara Peterson, and thank you for attending my demonstration of how to build a flower arrangement.